Hey guys, welcome to my ranking on 100 films from franchises I know, from worst to the best. My list is WWE the list. It's just my list. Let's read it. I love to see yours. Let's begin. Coming in last place is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I really didn't like this film. I just really don't, because it's trash, and I hope it burns. That movie burns. So that's what I have to say. Coming in 99th place is Batman and Robin. I also didn't like this movie. It's just garbage, and yeah, I don't want to watch it again. But coming in 98th place is Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 is not a good movie at all. I did not like this one, and it's horrible, and it's in many ways, and I don't think it should be a movie. Coming in 97th place is Superman 4. Superman 4 is not a good movie. A lot of problems into it, and yeah, that's what I have to say about Superman 4. Coming in 96th place is Captain America: Civil War. I did not like this movie. Some fight scenes were good, but not much. But that's why it's in number 96. Coming in 95th place is Avengers: Infinity War. I did not even like this movie. Characters were annoying, and that's what I have to say. So that's why it's in 95th. Coming in 94th place is Avengers: Age of Ultron. I didn't like this movie. Had a lot of problems, and yeah, so that's why it's in number 94. Coming in 93rd place is Superman 3. I did not even like this movie. A lot of bad moments into it, and yeah, that's why it's in number 92. Coming in 91st place is TMNT 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. I did not like this movie. Characters were annoying. Story was annoying. So that's why it's in 97th place. 91st place. Coming in 90th place is Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. I despised this movie. I did not even like it. And yeah, that's why it's in 90th place. Coming in 89th place is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. I did not really care for this movie. A lot of bad moments into it. And yeah, that's why it's in number 89. Coming in 88th place is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I did not even care for this movie. Story was bland and many problems into it. So yeah, that's why it's in number 88. Coming in 87th place is Harry Potter. No, the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. I did not care for this movie. Most of it is pretty bad. I did not really enjoy this, so that's why it's in number 87. I'm coming in 86. It's Twilight Saga New Moon. I didn't really care for this movie. Characters were annoying. Story was annoying. And yeah, that's what I have to say about Twilight Saga New Moon. Coming in 85th place is Twilight. I thought it was an okay movie. Had some good moments into it, but the story just meh. Coming in 84th place is The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, The Dark Knight Rises. I thought it was an okay movie. Nothing special, but it had a lot of moments, so that's why it's in number 84. Coming in 83rd place is Catwoman. I've just seen this movie for the first time. Thought it was an okay movie. Had some good moments into it, but it's not enough to save this movie from being meh. Coming in 82nd place is Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck, I thought it was an okay movie. Nothing special, but has some great moments into it. So that's why it's in 82nd place. Coming in 81st place is Green Lantern. I know a lot of people hate on Green Lantern. I thought it was an okay movie, but it's not that special. And yeah, that's why it's in 81st place. Coming in 80th place is The Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk, it was an okay movie, but it's I think it's my third least favorite of the MCU. I don't know about... No. I don't know how many, but thought it was an okay movie. Nothing special. Coming in 79th place is Deadpool 2. My least favorite X-Men movie in general. Deadpool 2 is not really that great, but thought it had an okay story. Nothing special, so that's why it's in 79th place. Coming in 78th place is Batman 66. I thought this movie was pretty good. It had a lot of good moments into it. So yeah, that's why it's in 78th place. Coming in 77th place is Supergirl. I thought the movie was good. I know people hated on it, but yeah, just give it a chance. So that's why it's in 77th place. Coming in 76th place is Spider-Man Homecoming. I really enjoyed Spider-Man Homecoming. I thought it was a great film. Spider-Man Homecoming was really good. So I bet most people will agree with that. Coming in 75th place is The Amazing Spider-Man. I really enjoyed The Amazing Spider-Man. I know a lot of people don't, but give it a chance. Coming in 74th place is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a great film. I really enjoyed this. And a lot of good moments into it. So yeah, that's why it's in 74th place. Coming in 73rd place is Ant-Man. Ant-Man is a great film. Really funny. Had a lot of great moments. And yeah, that's why it's in 73. Coming in 72nd place is Kick-Ass 2. Kick-Ass 2 is a good movie, but it's my least favorite from Kick-Ass films, but it's a pretty good movie. Coming in 71st place is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. My second least favorite from the Captain America films, but I still really enjoyed it. So that's why it's in 71st place. Coming in 70th place is Iron Man 3. My least favorite Iron Man movie, but it's a really good movie. Had a lot of good moments, but it's not enough to save this movie. But it's a really good movie. Coming in 69th place is X-Men: The Last Stand. X-Men: The Last Stand is a really good movie. I had a lot of fun with it, and yeah, that's why it's in 69th place. Coming in 68th place is X-Men: Apocalypse. My least favorite from the prequel trilogies, but it's still a good movie. I had a good time with it. Coming in, so that's why it's in 68th place. Coming in 67th place is X-Men Dark Phoenix. I really enjoyed X-Men Dark Phoenix. I know a lot of people don't, but give it a chance. Coming in 66th place is Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. I had a good time with this movie. It's cheesy, but it's in a good way. So that's why it's in number 66. Coming in 65th place is Batman 1989. I really enjoyed this movie. Had a lot of great moments into it. And yeah, so that's why it's in number 65. Coming in 64th place is Superman, the movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Had a lot of great moments. And so yeah, that's why it's in number 64. Coming in 63rd place is TMNT, the first movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Had a lot of great moments. Action was pretty good. So yeah, that's why it's in number 63. Coming in 62nd place is Once Upon a Deadpool. I really enjoyed Once Upon a Deadpool. It's better than the regular Deadpool 2. It had a lot of great moments. And yeah, that's why it's in number 62nd. Coming in 64th, first place is Fantastic Four 2005. I really enjoyed this movie. I had a lot of great moments. Characters were great. And story was great. So that's why it's in number 61. Coming in 60th place is Fan Forced It. I know a lot of people like to trash on Fan Forced It, but I really enjoyed it. It had a lot of great moments. So that's why it's in number 60. 59 to go. Coming in at 59th place is TMNT 2, Secret of the Ooze. I really enjoyed this movie. Had a lot of great moments into it. So yeah, that's why it's in number 59. Coming in 58th place, it's not a movie, but it's a series. But I count it as a movie. WandaVision. So that, yeah, it had a lot of great stories. Songs sucked, but the show itself, it's really good. So that's why it's in 58th place. Coming in 57th place is Ant-Man and the Wasp. I really enjoyed Ant-Man and the Wasp. I had a lot of great moments into it. Characters were great, stories were great, you name it. So that's why it's in number 57. Coming in 56th place is Batman Begins. Had a lot of great stories, had a lot of great moments, and a lot of great action. So that's why it's in number 56. Now I'm in 10 minutes. Great. Coming in 55, fifth place is Batman Forever. I really enjoyed Batman Forever. It had a lot of great moments. The action was great. Storytelling was great. You name it. So that's why it's in 55th place. 54th place is The Dark Knight Rises. Had a lot of great moments. Characters were great. I know people put this as their favorite Batman movie, but it's my fourth favorite Batman movie. I don't know about that, but I don't know yet. So yeah, fourth, third. So yeah, that's why it's in number. The characters were great, story was great, you name it. So that's why The Dark Knight is in number 54. Coming in 53rd place is Superman 2. I really enjoyed Superman 2. It had a lot of great moments, a lot of action scenes, a lot of fun. So that's why it's in number 53. Coming in 52nd place is Batman Returns. I really enjoyed Batman Returns. I had a lot of great moments, great storytelling, great, you name it. So that's why it's in number 52nd place. Coming in 51st place is X-Men Days of Future Past. I really enjoyed this movie. Had a lot of great moments into it. So yeah, that's why it's in 51st place. Coming in 50th place is X-Men First Class. I really enjoyed X-Men First Class. I had a lot of great moments. And so yeah, that's why it's in number 50. Coming in 49th place is The New Mutants. I know a lot of people trashes on The New Mutants, but I really enjoyed it. I don't think it wasn't that scary. The movie was pretty good. So that's why it's in 49th place. Coming in 48th place is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is a great movie. I really enjoyed this, but it's my least favorite Wonder Woman movie, but I still enjoyed it. Coming in 57th place is Man of Steel. Man of Steel is a pretty good Superman reboot. Had a lot of great moments, a lot of action. So yeah, that's why it's in number 47. Coming in 46th place is Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. I really enjoyed this movie. I had a lot of great moments. Characters were great, story was great, you name it. And coming in 45th place is Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1. I really enjoyed this movie, had a lot of great moments into this film. When I first watched this film, I was like, this is gonna suck, but I really enjoyed it. So that's why it's in 45th. 44th place, coming in 44th place is Men in Black 2. I really enjoyed Men in Black 2, had a lot of funny moments into it. And yeah, that's why it's in number 44. Coming in 43rd place is Suicide Squad. I really enjoyed Suicide Squad. It had a lot of great moments into it, the film. The only issue I had with it was Jared Leto's Joker. I did not really like that. So yeah, that's why it's in number 43. Coming in 42nd place is X-Men Origins Wolverine. I really enjoyed X-Men Origins Wolverine. I know a lot of people don't. I had a lot of fun time with it. The only bad part of the movie was they really ruined Deadpool. But I think the movie was pretty good. Coming in 41st place is The Wolverine. I really enjoyed The Wolverine. I had a lot of good time with it. It's so much fun to watch it. So yeah, that's why it's in number 41. Coming in 40th place is Shazam. I really enjoyed Shazam. It had a lot of great action scenes. So yeah, that's why Shazam is in 40th place. Coming in 39th place is Birds of Prey. I really enjoyed this movie. Had a lot of great action, a lot of great story. Sometimes the movie can make you sleep, but I still think it was a good movie. So that's why it's in 39th place. Coming in 38th place is Thor the Dark World. I really enjoyed Thor the Dark World. It had a lot of great moments into the film. Action was good, story was good. I know people trashes on Thor the Dark World, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know why people don't. So that's why it's in 38th place. Coming in 37th place is Thor. People also trashes on Thor. The first Thor film, I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of great moments. Story was good. Characters were good. You name it. So that's why it's in 37th place. Coming in at 36th place is Men in Black International. I really enjoyed this film. Characters were good. Stories were good. Action was great. You name it. So that's why it's in 36th place. Coming in 35th place is Men in Black 3. I really enjoyed Men in Black 3. Thought it was a great movie, but it's my second favorite from the four. So let's move on. So that's why Men in Black 3 is in 35th. Coming in 24th place is Iron Man 2. I really enjoyed Iron Man 2. A lot of people don't like it, but I really enjoyed it. So that's why Iron Man 2 is in... I really enjoyed the film. So that's why Iron Man 2 is in number 34. Coming in 34th place is... No, 33rd place is Captain America, The First Avenger. My favorite from the Captain America films, but I had a lot of great storytelling. It's a better war movie than Wonder Woman was, but it's still... I had a good time with it. So that's why it's in 33rd place. Coming in 32nd place is X2, X-Men United. I really enjoyed X2. It had a lot of great moments. And yeah, that's why it's in number 32. Coming in 31st place is The First X-Men. I really enjoyed this movie. A lot of good moments. And yeah, that's why it's in number 31. Coming in 30th place is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Another show, but I really enjoyed the show. It's better than WandaVision. Had better music, had better storytelling, and better, everything. So yeah, that's why it's in number 30. Coming in 29th place is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I really enjoyed this movie. I had a lot of great time with it. Story was good, characters were good. You need to name it. So that's why it's in 29th place. Coming in 28th place is the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man film. I really enjoyed this movie. Had a lot of great moments. And yeah, that's why it's in number 28. Coming in 27th place is Wonder Woman 1984. I know a lot of people trashes on Wonder Woman 1984, but I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of great moments into the film. So yeah, that's why it's in number 27. Coming in 26th place is Superman Returns. People trashes on Superman Returns. I really enjoyed it. It's my favorite Superman movie. Yeah, it was originally Man of Steel, but now it's Superman Returns. I had a lot of good times with it. So that's why it's in number 26. 25 more. Yeah, 24 and more. Halfway there. Coming in 25th place is Spider-Man 2. I really enjoyed Spider-Man 2. I had a lot of good time with it. The film was pretty good. So yeah, that's why it's in number 25. Coming in 24th place is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I know a lot of people trashes on The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I found no problems with it. I have a good time with the film. Yeah, so that's why it's in number 24. Coming in 23rd place is Venom. I know people trashes on Venom. Not the actor, but it's the film itself. But this film has a lot of good moments. I don't know why people hate it. So yeah, that's why it's in 23rd place. Coming in 22nd place is Avengers Endgame. I really enjoyed Avengers Endgame. I thought it was a good film from start to finish. And it had a lot of great moments. So that's why it's in 22nd place. Coming in 21st place is The Avengers. I really enjoyed The Avengers. Had a lot of great moments in the film. So yeah, that's why it's in number 21st. Coming in 20th place is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I really enjoyed this movie. Had a lot of great moments into the film. But it's my least favorite from the first four. So yeah, that's why it's in number 20th. Coming in 19th place is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I know a lot of people like to trash on the Fantastic Beasts films. But I still haven't seen Crimes of Grindelwald, but I've planned to play it on it. So yeah, that's what. But Fantastic Beasts had a great moments, but so yeah, that's why it's in number 19th. Coming in 18th places, The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 2. I really enjoyed this movie. Had a lot of great moments into the film. Characters were great, story was great, you name it. So that's why it's in number 18th place. Coming in 17th place is Men in Black 1. I really enjoyed Men in Black 1. Had a lot of great moments into the film. Characters were great, story was great, you name it. So that's why it's in 17th place. Coming in 16th place is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I loved Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I thought it was a great film. I thought it was a pretty good improvement from Goblet of Fire, but it's still a good film. So that's why it's in 60th place. Coming in 15th place is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I really enjoyed this movie. It had a lot of great moments. Characters were great. Story was great. You name it. So that's why Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is number 15. Coming in 14th place is The Twilight Saga Eclipse. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a great movie from start to finish. So yeah, that's why it's in number 14. Coming in 13th place is Harry Potter, The Prisoner of Azkaban. I love this movie. My favorite Harry Potter movie. And yeah, that's why it's in number... Had a lot of great moments into the film. So yeah, that's why it's in number 13. Coming in 12th place is Joker. I really enjoyed Joker. It had a lot of great moments into the film. And yeah, that's why it's... So yeah, that's why it's in number 12. Coming in 11th place is Zack Snyder's Justice League. This was a major improvement from the trashy Justice League we had before. But it had a lot of great moments in the film. Had a lot of good action and a lot of good everything. So yeah, that's why it's in number 11. 10 more. 10 more. Coming in 10th place is Kick-Ass. I really enjoyed Kick-Ass. It's a good film. A lot of great moments in the film. So yeah, that's why it's in number 10. Coming in 9th place is Deadpool. I really enjoyed Deadpool. One of the best R-rated films. I did my second favorite R-rated film. And yeah, that's why it's in number 9. Coming in 8th place is Captain Marvel. I really enjoyed this film. A lot of great moments into the film. So characters were great. Story was great. You name it. So yeah, that's why Captain Marvel is in number 8. Coming in 7th place is Spider-Man Far From Home. I really enjoyed Spider-Man Far From Home. This is my favorite Spider-Man movie in general. So yeah, that's why it's in... The characters were great. Story was great. You name it. So that's why Spider-Man Far From Home is in number 7. Coming in 6th place is Thor Ragnarok. I really enjoyed Thor Ragnarok. I thought it was a great movie from start to finish. And yeah, that's why it's in number... That's why it's in number 6. And coming in 5th place is Black Panther. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. This film was great. Characters were great. Story was great. You name it. So yeah, that's why it's in number 5. Coming in 4th place is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I had a lot of great moments in the film. Characters were great. Story was great. You name it. So yeah, that's why it's in 4th place. Now, before I give you my top 3, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications when I upload. So yeah, let's begin with my top 3. Coming in 3rd place is Aquaman. I really enjoyed Aquaman. The film was great. Characters were great. Story was great. You name it. A lot of great moments into the film. So yeah, that's why it's in number 3. Coming in, my runner-up is Iron Man. I really enjoyed Iron Man. Had a lot of great moments into the film. Characters were great. Story was great. You name it. So yeah, that's why Iron Man is number 2. My first place winner is Logan. I really enjoyed this movie. My favorite R-rated movie of all time. It had a lot of great moments into the film. And yeah, that's why it's in number 1. Alright guys, so this is going to be it for this video guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank God.